Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Oh, 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 oh. What do I know?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome back to another morning skate show with the hockey coach Guru Coach FRENCHY directly from the beautiful Sunshine State in Florida. Hopefully doing well. It's Wednesday, June 1st, month number 6 of the year of 2022. And you're ready to rock and roll. It's 12 o'clock Eastern time, of course. Hopefully you are ready to be with me for the next 60 minutes. We're going to talk about everything around the league. And we have to show the menu of the day. How are you talking about, Coach? The menu of the day is going to be today on Wednesday. Reviewing the crazy game of 14 goal between the Avalanche Colorado versus the Edmonton Oilers. We're going to talk about a little bit about the preview of the game series, game number 1 tonight between the Tampa Bay Lightning versus the New York Rangers at the Madison Square Garden in the Big Apple. The Montreal Canadiens signed today Martin St. Louis as the head coach, the 32 head coach of Montreal Canadiens history. I'm going to talk about this, Martin St. Louis, a little bit the middle of the show. I just make a video about Martin St. Louis. You have a chance watching. And then what happened with your Habs Daily News, Coach? Because it was a really busy morning with Martin St. Louis, the Montreal Canadiens, the NHL combined, and the show at 12. I say, you know what? I'm going to produce the video afternoon. So the Habs Daily News is going to be out around 2:30. The video is done deal. I just need to edit together. And it should be around 2 o'clock, honestly. We'll talk about its friend injury update in the playoff. We have a couple of players maybe not play for the rest of the playoff or whatever it is. We're going to follow up with that at the end of the show. Of course, the Frenchy quiz, the number 1 on the YouTube channel. And we'll see who's going to win today. Some of you did very well yesterday. Some did not. We know who I'm talking about. But we have, first of all, a lot of people in the chat. We want to welcome everybody. And thanks to be a part of the Hockey Nation Live show. We really appreciate it to be with me many times per day. Honestly, we have a show at 12 o'clock, 6 p.m. and every night at 8 o'clock p.m. First of all, we want to welcome Mr. Zenith Gaming, directly for Saint-Georges-de-Beauce. I'm talking about Caroline and Zela. Welcome back in the house. I saw earlier, directement dans la belle province de Québec, dans la région de Sherbrooke, Nicolas de Goubi-Bono. Welcome aboard, Mr. Nicolas. And we are also the number 1 fans of the Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm talking about the Box School. He's back with us this morning. Glad to see Mr. Box with the Hockey Nation Live show. And And also at the beginning, Mr. Alan Barnes. Welcome back, Alan. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. And then directly from Finland, number one fans of everything's going on around Finland and Sweden and Russia and whatever is going on in that area, Mr. Yamo Vertonen. Welcome back. And the number one fans of the Ottawa Senator, always having Mr. Corey Hill with us. He's bringing a lot on the question, everything, and glad to see him again this morning, Mr. Corey Hill. Welcome back. And we have directly from Utah, number one fans of the Los Angeles King, back with us today. He's with right now at the jail, I believe. But as a subject, we can talk a little bit later. Mr. Ron with Kings 20. Welcome back. Alberta, number one for the Edmonton Oilers. We're going to talk about what he think about the game last night. Of course, I'm talking about Mr. Andy Kuivula. Welcome back, Andy. À l'appel province de Québec, présentement peut-être à lunch, the break lunch at the school. I'm not sure, but we're always glad to see him with us. I'm talking about the scout. I'm talking about Alexis Dubec. Welcome back. Talking about the school. We're not talking about the teacher, the unique one, the gold of the prediction. Everybody knows what he's doing every single day from Monday to Friday at 6 o'clock p.m. The host of the warm-up show. I'm talking about the insider moderator of the Hockey Nation live show, Mr. ENORTAP. From upstate New York, another insider with a lot of moderator of the Hockey Nation live show. Always glad to see him aboard with the hockey. Of course, I'm talking about Mr. Jose Duarte, Toronto Maple Leafs. Ben, j'aimerais bien sûr te dire un grand bonjour à notre ami Justin, l'ami de Alexis Dubec. Mon ami Justin, j'espère que tout va bien, puis j'ai très heureux de te rencontrer virtually, honestly. J'espère que tu passes une très belle journée avec ton ami Alexis. Bienvenue dans la maison de Hockey Nation Show. And dans la région de New York, New Jersey, our friend, the insider with everything's going on around the league, the update guy, the one we like a lot. By the way, we love him a lot, Mr. RJ Calabro. Welcome back. Oh, a member of the Hockey Nation show. We did not see him the last couple of days. Hopefully he's doing well. I'm talking about Mr. Matthew SLATER. Back in the house. Corey said, at least almost all of my play tat chase yesterday paid off for me. Congratulations, Corey. You did very well, by the way, yesterday. So, très belle soirée pour toi, pour tes résultats. I don't know, I speak to French to you, but congratulations, Corey. I don't know. But congratulations, Corey. You did very well last night, and hopefully you're doing it again tonight. Alexis a une question. Avec la deuxième fois de la première ronde, moi, je prends Salamoson, Honor, Warren, qui l'aime le mieux. I don't know if Elias Salamoson would be still there, Alexis. They have a lot of good players at that moment. I think Ryan Chesley is another one I'm looking for, Alexis. So it would be interesting about that to follow up with Salamoson for sure. If he's available, it would be interesting, but I don't think so. It would be at 33. But you never know what could happen, for sure. Ben oui, je sais que tu es à l'école, mon homme. Mr. Duda from Olympia, Washington State, back in the house today. Welcome back, Mr. Duda. How was the third period? Yamo said, you know, well, like I said, the Colorado tried to close it very, be a little bit more, shut down a little bit more, but the fact that Oilers score and came back the game 7-6, Yamo, it was getting more excited at the end of the game. Finally, you have an empty net. Franco's make a couple of great saves, one with a pad. Edmonton almost tied the game at some point. Koskinen make a 2 great save. Yamo during the third period where if they was scored in Colorado, the game was over. So one side, the backup goaltender overall, they did pretty good, Yamo, but another festival of the goal. And we'll see what we think about this. But yeah, it was interesting at the end. Mr. Buck, welcome back. And also, Buck, my gut feeling said the Rangers, you're welcome. I have a feeling Rangers will gain number 1 Miss Ross today. My neck is feeling a lot better. Thanks for an attack. Thank you. Also to that. Andy, well, you are boring. That was crazy exciting. It was tense. Are you serious? It was a good Yamo Edmonton. Keep showing them not to get comfortable with any kind of lead. A little bit too late about that. For that. Good morning from Tuda. Back, got that, but Alexino Simpson at 26. And that make more sense now, Alexi, around 26. If it's available, that's something we're going to see. I have also Bissell. You have to look about this. Philippe Bissell, I believe his first name. Could be wrong. Another Sweden, 6'4", Alexi, center. You have to look about him. You have a couple of right defensemen also. I don't know where it's going to be. Nathan Gaucher from the Quebec Rempart. And Ken Montois trade 26-33 to 14-15. That's another possibility about that one over there. I have a feeling Rangers will win game number 1 the same way. And I thought I wish the others have scored a few more, Corey, about that one there. You know, I see right now Andy talking about this. I see also Carissa about this. And then I have the question to you. And I can start this show that way. Honestly, last night was like, wow, a crazy game, right? 14 goal. And it was like, wait a minute, this is going to be crazy. But as the hockey fans, do you believe this game was great? Do you believe this was not to be that way? Do you expect like this, not boring, but it's not what you're looking for? What are you feeling about that score, 8-6, and the way the game was? Do you see like really excited? Do you prefer a game like 4-3, 3-2, 3-1, or lower score? Or you said, no, this is what I'm looking for, 9-6, 8-7, 8-6. Because we see a lot of bad play overall, that one over there. So, you know, the first 2 goaltenders, Smith and Comper, get out. Removed during the game. But tell me a little bit more about your feeling about that game so we can sharing each other, everything like that. And then after that, we can talk about something else. I'm just curious what you're feeling about this, and I'll go from there. I'm a little bit surprised Sanjay is a big better underdog. Even at home, point is still out. But Linguel also, I think, win or lose, it was awesome. He said, do that. I'm okay with one. Yamo could think you win, but what a game last night. Today, so what a game last night. Was a great game. I like those 3-2 game. Ron said about that one. Then don't forget, guys, to click on the likes if you don't mind. That'd be great. About that, 12 people and 12 likes. Game was amazing. Buck said, "Goes very excited game for Jose Duarte." Everything like that, and. You know, like I mentioned, some people, you know, they text me this morning. So this morning, oh my God, this was like too much goal. So much bad play. The goaltender cannot stop the puck. And so said, no, this piece of the game was amazing, up and down. And it's a 2 offensive machine. And that's what we expect for both ways. So, you know, it's really interesting how the people. We have Mr. Steve G in the house. Mr. Steve G is the Colorado Avalanche number 1 fan. Buck said, do you think today shut down today? I don't think so. We're going to have 14 goals today. Buck, about that one there. I would be a little bit more like 6-7 goal max. One game of the series, very hard to say. I think we are more smarter after today. Not sure who do we pick, but that's what make playoff more exciting, back and forth. That was make more entertaining. For entertaining, Corey, I agree with you. Exciting. You know, it could be exciting, Corey, if it's 3-2 or 2-1. It's just entertaining about the goal. I agree with you about that one there. You cannot ask for more about this. I'm just curious about what Andy said. I enjoy the scoring, and the Oilers don't have a strong D or goaltender, so what I expect. Yeah, I think we talk about this, Andy. You know, I don't know how they're going to respond, Andy, the Oilers. And, you know, people say, yeah, but the first game, the Flame win 9-6, and again, Oilers, and then the Oilers coming back, everything like that. But the Calgary are not a kind of machine. Like, maybe the next game, Oilers can win 5-3, example. But at some point, Colorado is going to score again goal. It makes sense. Like, they're not going to be shut down, Colorado, for 4 more games at 3 goals and less per game. It's not going to happen. Colorado is going to score a lot of goals. So you maybe drop 1 game, but put Colorado out 4 games straight at less of 3 goals per game. I don't see that happen. So that's the biggest problem could be happening to Edmonton, where how they can stop the Colorado Avalanche, and then the Calgary Flame guys, they don't have a defenseman like McCarr. That's something Edmonton have to readjust for sure. Calgary don't have, you know what I mean, like you have Anderson and Anifin, but not like McCarr. McCarr is another level, the top best defenseman in NHL. So Edmonton going to have a lot of adjustment on the 3 zone and how we can cover McKinnon and McCarr, but they can cover them. You still have Ratanen, you have Kadri, and you know what I mean, like as the machine. Please like, subscribe. Do you think Fleury would accept an offer from Buffalo or just retire? No. But now, every time I give you an answer, guys, I'm not like, you know, I just give you what I'm thinking. So it's like you guys, you answer is the same level like me. I'm not better. But I'll say one thing run after that is Fleury is going to have 2 locations. It's Minnesota or Pittsburgh. No place to go after that. And that's it. And I still believe he will come to Pittsburgh. But I could be wrong here. But expect that. And because think about this run. He accomplished everything in NHL. Right? He's a top 5 goaltender on W and everything like that. He won the Stanley Cup. He went to Vegas, right? And now he's at the end of the end. And why not to come back home and Pittsburgh? Maybe 1 or 2 years back up. And he have a lot of friends over there. He play with Crosby again and see what Letang will be there. Could be there. So I think Marc-Andre Fleury, guys, he could become a great backup number 2 in NHL because he's a good human being. So backup 2 or 1 for him is not matter. That would push also Tristan Jarry to get better, I think. So it's a quick question, Ron, about. But again, I just feel like not go there. But the Buffalo definitely, like the Oilers, Ron, have to find a goaltender about that. I don't like just getting around and the team win 1-0. Yamo, okay, what thing happened today? What Fleury, Marc-Andre Fleury? Yep. Like new coach, Harold today. Martin Saint-Louis, yep. Hopefully the Oilers respond the same way as the last round. I think Oilers do this on purpose to some extent to distract the opposition. Yeah. Andy, yeah. But I don't know how they can respond. Now, on the flip side, Andy, whatever happening to Colorado yesterday, if you're Oilers fan, I said, wait a minute. McKinnon have a great game. Trussadel have a good game. Hammond have a good game. And we can fix that and fund the net a little bit better and not create too much turnover. We have a chance to win those games 5-5, 6-5, 5-4. So it's going to be one way because you never know. If you think about this, ND, about 16 minutes or maybe 14 minutes at the end of the first period. The shot are 14-4. And then 3 minutes later, the shot are 14-8 or 14-7. You can see there was, that's who they are. You cannot, because you leap at 4 goals or 3 goals, this game is over. Colorado or the others can come back at any time, and we see that, and they did it. So we made interesting. But Rangers will win because the Tampa Rusk game is first game. Do the Avalanche Lightning Stanley Cup final, Avalanche win in 7. Others will not beat the Flame and the defense battle of the Avalanche. I can see high scoring between Colorado Avalanche and Mountain Oilers because they are both high scoring forward, both have speed guy. You're absolutely right, Corey, about that one over there. Is a guy who can score. Rangers looking good and good right now. Don't underestimate the Rangers, but yeah, the Rangers looking good for sure. It would be good, very physical. Trooper, I think Tampa will answer and so on. That's a good thing. That's a great comment, Yamo, because now you're going to have Trouba. You have going also KIMBERLY. You have the Maroon to another side, and you have Nick Paul, and they have those kind of players in the corner. And then on the side, you're going to see Zibanejad with Edmund and Sergachev, McDonald. And so it will be really interesting to see Yamo that way. MVP Stanley Cup, Nathan McKinnon. I don't think he would. I think he would want to be on the team. He would go all the way. I just read Buffalo could offer a contract if they still retire. Oh, yeah, definitely Ron. Yeah, you know, it was a great comments, by the way, Ron. Nothing wrong there. And we have the winner of the Frenchy quiz in the last 2 days, directly from Atlanta, called Marietta, Georgia, Mr. Angelo. Welcome back. Yeah, we're fleeing it defensively. Have a Fuller who will get a quick breakaway. They did a couple of times yesterday on breakaway. I think they got Avalanche 2 times. I think the transition. I would say to you, Andy, the biggest thing they have to do for me is the cap control. I think the cap control was a problem for them. The second thing I would say to you, they have to be better on defensive zone. The speed of the Colorado is so fast. So the forecheck of Colorado is coming faster, and the reaction of the defensemen of the others are a little bit difficult. And when you have a pressure and you know it's coming, the guy's coming faster, you do a quicker decision, and you make sometimes bad decision, and you can see it happening at least the first half of the game where the Montana it was like, wow. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, without both goaltender, I know Mike Smith gave 6 goals, but the first player was what, 2-0, 3-0, and he gave like 3-1. I can't remember. He gave like 17 shots, and Koskinen have a good third period. But we'll be interesting how they're going to realize. That's really what we're looking for. Angelo in the house, anyone cup and the win this year, and our 4 team have a great chance to win it. Yeah, I agree with you, Steve, about that. I still believe the Edmonton cannot win it on my eyes yet, but will be really interesting because Tampa won Florida 4-0 bidding. As for Tampa, low now, but also was so weak. Yes, I understand you can ever underestimate the Tampa Bay Lightning anyway. Watch for Hyman in the next game. He showed a couple of great Andy flash. I really like the Hyman game during the playoff, Andy. I think the Toronto make a big mistake to let him go. Ron said going for 3 Scott, Patrice Maroon going for 4 in the road. That'd be amazing. The guy is like a Matt Nick for sure. Jose Secolado and the others are going to be a fight for those 2 team coach. Yeah, exactly. Jose about this. No, it's not my birthday. Rangers too strong, Tampa and all because have 9 days rest, no point. I think the first period Tampa Bay may be rusty, but after that they will catch up back and they're going to readjust. If I'm Tampa Bay coach and I'm Tampa Bay organization, again the Rangers tonight, you cannot leave. You want to give at least only one goal at the first period, or you don't want to trail by 2-3 goals after the first 20 minutes, because you really believe it will be harder after that. So if they can keep the Rangers at 1 goal less, or they tie the game 0-0, 1-1 after 20 minutes, Tampa Bay is going to be in better position for the rest of the game. But that would be me for sure as the coach mentioned. This is my plus. Yes, coach, McKinnon flew past Nurse last night. Wow. I don't know, but do you believe, and do you, anybody else believe that not Donald Nurse is hurt? He's still hurt because he was not there yesterday. Like, he did not play a great game in my eyes. Of course, he did a couple of things, but I feel like he struggled. And like you said, indeed, the storm, the hurricane, McKinnon, it was around him a lot last night. That it's got All-Star game, let it go, little 18, and while that's fun, it does not really reflect great hockey. But it's not reflect what usually the playoff bring to us usually every year, like small space. You don't have not enough to skate around, anything like that. And last night it was not that way. It was open space, open ice everywhere. So, like I said, it will be interesting how they're going to readjust. I'm not being able to watch the game and all the goals make it boring. A lot of goal and Jado for sure yesterday. There was another need and need a player qui has speed. Ottawa Center probably will be more dangerous team. We see the right defense and score more goals. Really helpful. Well, they have a couple of players speed up over there. Korea, I think the speed of Michel Joseph is pretty good over there. The speed of the Tim Suzzla is another one. Ottawa have a good speed overall. I have to leave, guys. I see you to that. Have a good one. Here we go. Stanko's likely utterly fine with prospect or low scoring series. That's RG update about that one over there. Nurse look out for sure injury or not. Yeah, I can understand what you mean. But would be interesting. Wrap up just again with SK hype is just fine. But shown this game today, we're coming there. It's like look like Nurse is actually like used to. And Mr. Peter August is in the house. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes if you don't mind. That'd be great. Let's move on to the next one. Preview Tampa Bay Lightning versus the New York Rangers. Wow. Everybody talk about the West Conference game, everything like that. It's all about machine, offensive. This is all about defensive. What you talk about? But you have two great, maybe the best goaltender and the playoff right now. They're going to face each other. You have the Rangers with Chesterkin and the Tampa Bay Lightning with Vasilevsky. It reminded me last season, guys, the playoff Islanders versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. And the only thing I would say to you, I believe Rangers are a better team overall compared to Islanders last season. And I think the goaltender is better. So Tampa Bay's, everybody told me Tampa Bay and 4-1-5. I will be a little bit more caution. I think the Rangers are more on the table to give a great compete a lot against the Tampa Bay Lightning. And the Tampa Bay Lightning, they cannot take the Rangers lightly because I think they have more they are really more balanced what we think. And if the third line, fourth line for the Rangers, and again, I mentioned this a couple of days ago, and maybe sound like a boring anymore to tell you the same thing, but since Goudreau is back at the lineup, that completely changed the line of the depth of the New York Rangers. And to put Goudreau, Tyler Mate together, that's a great duo. And then you have Lafrenière is doing well with Shedil. Shedil is really flourished during the second round with now 5 goals on the playoff. And you have that kind of the contribution from the Kako and Lafrenière. And then you have Goudreau and Mate at the bottom and Renvy hanging there. It's not too bad over there at the bottom 6. And then you have Zibanejad is wake up over there. Panarin hanging there too. And you have Strom. You have Grado, the veteran. Grado step up for the last couple of games. They can score on power play. And you have Shostakin. Trouba have a great playoff. Fox continues to be one of the best defensemen. Plus you have also Kim Miller. I think Kim Miller is underrated. Now see if they don't have Lindgren, that will not helping the New York Rangers. If Lindgren cannot play tonight, because the left side is not great, unfortunately, without Lindgren. Because really, Lindgren and Kim Miller. Now sometimes you have to put Justin Brown, but Brown is a right D, so that's not helping them a lot. And Schneider as a rookie is not too bad. So it'll be interesting how that series is going to turn around, for sure. Andy said, Nurse just watched the puck go behind the net and wait for his partner to go. He should have something not right. Yeah, I agree with you, Randy. I agree with you about that one. I agree with you. So the game prep on at the stage, in front of this is a better hockey about that. I think overall, if you think about this, the performance of the goaltender was not strong enough yesterday to have that kind of hockey. If you think about Quimper, the third goal, I think was second goal, he dropped the puck beside him, and the guy he just pushed the puck in the net. Mike Smith didn't do well, 6 goals. I'm sure 2 of them he should be stopped. But that's what happened when you have the hockey maybe changing. You have to accept that the hockey it's not a game anymore. It was in the past. And now the new generation of hockey players are bringing that kind of hockey for the next 10, 15, 20 years. There are no physical anymore. There are no fight anymore. It's all about pure speed with the creativity of the offensive. That's something we have to accept at some point, because we're not going to see the hockey like it was like 20 years ago or 15 years ago, where it was the intimidation and the physicality of the game with prior over of the creativity of the game. Now it's reverse. It's about machine of the turbo with speed and stick angling, and they are so much talented. What a goaltender, whatever who you are, it's too much. And if you don't have that kind of adjustment, great defenseman with speed to respond with a good transition and a cap control, you're going to have a difficult time. And that's maybe what's going on over there. And that's maybe the reason why the team's looking more for the fast players. And that's maybe why we have to figure out that at some point. Danny T, welcome aboard. Thank you to be a part of the show. If the young line of New York Rangers can keep up the pressure, I think they have a good chance, Andy. Have a difficult time to read that series, to be honest with you. I understand it's more closer what we think, I think. Think about this guy. Both goaltender can steal 2 games each. You can have a game tonight and Tampa Bay all over the Rangers, but Shostakin is unbelievable. The next night, the Rangers all over Tampa Bay, and then Vasilevsky steal the game. I wouldn't be surprised that. So, I don't see this going to be in 4 and 5. I think there will be 6, 7. And after that, you never know. And I think we cannot leave the Rangers out quick. We have to give them more respect. And if one coach can readjust after what you see is Gerald Ganna. So I know they are young. We know they have a team with experience with the Tampa Bay Lightning. They face to a lot of adversity. They know to deal with that. They can control everything. But I don't know. That would be a great, would be interesting. Coach Kulak has really played great hockey now. Kulak play a better hockey. He struggled a bit yesterday overall, but like any with Peter, with all the defensemen in Edmonton yesterday, I'll be honest. If you evaluate all the defensemen yesterday, I would put him on the top best defenseman for Edmonton, Peter. And I agree with you. He played a good game. He's getting better over there. His game is hard to choose at New from game number 7. Yeah, I agree with you, Ron, after that. I think the team are very similar, like you said yesterday, Stamkos, Benajal, Kucherov, Panarin, Shosekin versus King. Yeah, they are really similar, Yamo. Just experience is where I believe is its friend between both the team at that moment. So don't forget, guys, click on the like. If the Rangers have the Shosekin from Game 7 against Canada, they can win tonight in the series. Yeah, Ron. If they can limit Tampa Bay below 30 shot, Ron, I think Rangers have a better chance to win. But if you give them 35 shot, 40 shot, I think just again it'll be hard for them. GRENIER is very good. Don't know who is similar for the Tampa. Stamkos, Yamo. And I will say to you why, because both of them score on power play. Both of them don't have a very high speed. They can skate, but their speed is not like, wow. But experience, 32 years old, older, veteran players. They can release quick the puck. Stamkos recognized for one-timer shot. I would say a little bit greater, go into traffic more. But for me, if you want to take one player for the Tampa Bay Lightning, close to greater, I'll have to go with Stamkos. Thank you, Jose. Almost read for Maroon. I'll be interesting that. I'll be interesting. Maroon, he does always, over everybody. And the first 2 series was maybe the biggest, guy over there. I don't know if he will go with Reeves, but it will be interesting. Referee decide the game. Back, Mr. Joe Lavaltrie in the house. Joe said, not me, not Hockey League. Power play is the key today. But yeah, could be something like that. Point is out, so Perry has to score again on power play. They use him as a bumper. Absolutely right about this, Yamo. You are going to see Maroon eating and bumping Shosekin, and Ray will have respond. Very interesting about that. And Perry is going to be in front of the net for sure. And I think Perry can be annoying for the New York Rangers, and then Trouba over Perry. It's going to be really, really, I'm getting excited now. I'm excited. Coach is excited right now. I can't wait to see this game over there. Do you believe that was another get Joe and the French? Possible, Corey. Nobody knows what Claude wants, but you have one destination he can go. Is definitely the Ottawa Senator. Whoever went today decided to be coach. It's too early, Bucks. To be honest with you, and we know game 1, 3, 5 are the most important game, but it's too early, Bucks, to go that way. In my opinion. And directly from Brazil, Mr. Igor Pereira. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much, Mr. RG, for the remind us. We'll talk about this the next 2-3 minutes. The winner of the Frenchy quiz to the just so let me chat. I'm back, guys. Duda is back. Alan Barnes, welcome back in the house. Look at the New York Rangers about with Ensley. Look at the same record OT. So New York Rangers, yeah. And also, they beat them 3 times. The New York Rangers beat Tampa Bay Lightning. So that's another point right now in our talk about that one over there. The offensive of the New York Rangers more balanced and also more better to the Carolina, and then the goaltender is so much better. So if Tampa have the choice to pick, they will go with Carolina about that one. Then Richard Mullen, directly from Dorval. Hopefully, Mr. Richard, you have a great night last night. Are you standing comic? Up comic. Funny thing is, Vadrano did not get ice time in Florida, and now we must be very happy about that. Yeah, you took Lekonen. Lekonen played most his career bottom 6. Now he played top 6. That's crazy. And Kokanemi played top 6 Montreal. Now he played bottom 6 in Carolina. That surprised me. But that's another subject. One day we can talk about Kokanemi. Terry T in the house. Yes, Mitchell Miller had some trouble a couple of years ago. Is it last year, Terry? And then the USHL and also the Coyotes, they gave up because of the pass bullying. Yep, so right about this, Mitchell Miller. I remember the story about this. Now, I don't know if he can come back in the draft. I don't think so. I can get it here. I don't know if they will let him play back or have so he played this year with Tri-City Storm and the USHL. He was drafted by the Arizona in 2020, like 2 years ago. I don't know why this don't work sometimes. Anyhow, that's what happening about this, Terry, honestly, about Michel. Mr. Bryce Garrett, welcome back. Long time we don't see you around. Who is the best, Tampa or Colorado? Igor, both of them are really great. The 4 team can win the Stanley Cup right now. I choose Colorado, and I have to go with Colorado. The only thing, honestly, the offensive Colorado is better, but the defensive and the goaltender is better with Tampa Bay. So it's pretty even about that. Joshua is going to play for the Laval. Yes, my video will be out very soon, Peter. Joshua Roy got the call from the Laval Rockets to have a PTO, and now he's going to be a Laval Rocket now. And like a Riley, I'm not sure he's going to make the team, Peter, or play with the team, but he's going to be around the team for sure, practice with them. If they need him, they will definitely look about him if they need him for sure. Sport fans, welcome aboard. Thanks for being a part of the show. Love channel. Really looking forward to get one thing. Like take some Terry anytime. And you're not working. I cannot hear the coach. Alan, it's I don't know. Maybe you mute. Maybe click on something. I don't know. I look like on my side. I'm looking good here, Alan. You have to figure out your phone. Something's not going to work on your side. The Montreal Canadiens announced this morning they signed Martin Saint-Louis. Shocking news, to be honest with you. I was not expect that. But look like we are a new world where everything have to go with Zoom and all, and it's acceptable to be on the Zoom and have a press conference like that. So I was not expect this a lot. He asked me when it would be Martin St. Louis. I said it's going to be at the beginning of June, middle of June, when everybody come back for NHL Combine, and it looked like everybody's busy now. Martin St. Louis is at home in USA, and he traveled with his son to play AAA tournament, and everybody's left and right. So I think that's the reason the Martin St. Louis and the organization say, you know what, we don't need to do a press conference and bring you in Montreal and for about 1 hour, and let's just go Zoom, and that's it. So they present the 32 head coach of Montreal Canadiens and the franchise, Martin St. Louis, today. Signed a 3-year contract, and they have a great Zoom at 10 o'clock earlier this morning. I make a video earlier this morning about the signature, what he bring, what was the comment about Ken Hughes, and also Jeff Gordon, what he think about Martin St. Louis. I made that video, and then afternoon, when I'll be done here at 2 o'clock, you're going to have my app daily news. I'm talking about Martin St. Louis, and also I'm talking about Ken Hughes. Last night, yesterday morning, he made a press conference about what's next for the Montreal Canadiens, the NHL Combine, the draft, and the situation with Logan Mailloux. And so it's, you know, it's funny because yesterday when you listen Ken Hughes, they asked him about Martin St. Louis. He just said everybody's busy. He never mentioned anything. And then today, boom, we have that news over there. So it is what it is, and we'll see now. Martin St. Louis, I'm excited about him, and so my video, both video, is all about this. By the way, you can maybe click checking about that video. It's called Martin St. Louis remove the tag of interim for the Montreal Canadiens. So yeah, that's the biggest news for of the day in Montreal Canadiens, where they consider the NHL Combine. They met Shane Wright. It's funny, talking about Ken Hughes, everybody like that. So everybody, I don't know, you know, if you follow the NHL Combine, but NHL Combine, every players have only 15 minutes to talk with the team. So if I said, okay, let's go meet Shane Wright, you have only 15 minutes, 10 o'clock to 10:15. That's it, that's all. Next one, Simon Nemec, 10:15, 10:30. Boom, let's go with the next one. And they go through the process like this all week. And some players have 28 meetings, some have only 10, depend on who they are. They have 96 players that combine, 63 players forward, 30 defense, and 3 goalie. And it's not about play hockey over there. It's about testing, physicality, health, everything like that. So the mid-skull of the staff is there, and the health of the mid-skull of the team are there. And then you have the GM, the directors, you know, scouting, blah, blah, player development, what they are. And they meet players. But you can invite them at the end of the day to have a dinner. So the Montreal Canadiens set up a night with Shane Wright Monday night. So they have a dinner with him all night. Well, I don't know, 1 hour. He was very impressed by his intelligence and also his maturity. That's what Ken Hughes talk about Shane Wright. They're going to meet Logan Coley Thursday night. They have a dinner with him. But no dinner with Slavkovsky, only 15 minutes. At that moment, could change until tomorrow. But that's happening for the Montreal Canadiens about the NHL Combine over there. I have also followed up with Logan Coley for the last 3 days. I'm going to make a video tomorrow, I believe, about Logan Coley, where is really good. I believe Logan Coley, guy, is the most fast player in this draft, and the best skater. Yeah, nobody close to Logan Coley. The guy can skate, he can turn. The guy is unbelievable. He has a great hand, great vision. He's a great hockey player. Talk about you want to have that kind of speed. That's what you get. So, and I said the Montreal cannot pick Shane Wright or Logan Coley, but that would be close at what we think, because I think Coley bring a lot of things also, like Martin St. Louis like, and the Montreal want to go. The beauty of the Logan Coley, he can play for winger or center too, and so interesting. But when you study both of them, you say, "Wow, Coley is flashing. He does a lot of things because he's always on movement, speed, and then he does the little things. As a coach, you love it. That's the fun I can mention between both of them. So hopefully this helping you to understand that part over there. I maybe lost people here. Coach Point could play today. I heard like he was out. So I don't know about this box. Breaking news, Coach Point practice now. Possible now he play tonight. Who likes the Avalanche? To that love pepperoni pizza. All right, Coach. How much will Martin will learn? It's funny, Peter. This question was mentioned to him during the press conference, and he did not want to mention anything about that. He feel like he did not skip the question. He just tell people he was not. I tried to change my play right there. He just said that he cannot answer that. So it's looked like, I don't know. I will speak about $3 million, but this is on my mind. Let's go, Brendan Point. If you personally, I know that some news like new report for Brendan Point. All right, Yamo Speed. I've done that. Mr. Anthony Manzano, welcome aboard. Oh, do you think the Panthers are gonna keep Andrew Brunette or as a catcher for next season, or do you think they hire more an experienced veteran coach as experienced as questions? I don't know, Anthony, yet. I don't like how much the Panthers are quiet, but usually that's happening anyway when you're after the postseason. I'm a little bit concerned about Brunette, and I'm concerned about the Panthers. And when you have players play long time with Barkov, Ekblad, and Huberdeau, that reminds me a little bit Crosby, Letang, Malkin, Fleury together, and you have those three together here. And I don't know how their power or who they are inside the locker room, it may be bigger at what Andrew Brunette bring on the table. So if I can give you a better way to explain to you, I feel Canville, he will not let anything talk that way or act that way. Now, Huberdeau maybe and those little click inside that maybe take advantage of the inexperience of Brunette. That's my concern about Brunette over there. They have a lot of work to do, the Panthers, anyway. But I don't like the fact they are that way right now. I wouldn't be surprised to go with a little bit more an experienced coach. I still believe Canville can come back. I'm crazy right now. I know I am sometime. But if you want to have something like crazy to think about, I still believe Canville can come back. Because he did nothing with the Panthers. And if the NHL reinstall him, why not to go back and with the Panthers? Why the Panthers cannot take advantage of him? I don't know. It's something. I know that now. Brandon Point is going to be possible play tonight. How many former players are GM and coach? It's incredible. Pineapple, there we go. Let's go Tampa Bay, Brandon Point. All right. Coley is small at center. We cannot make the mistake. Again, I appreciate his talent, but not a fit for Montreal. In our top, you have a guy, his name is Brandon Point. What's the size of Brandon Point in our top? When you see Logan Coley, that's exactly what Brandon Point is for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Copycat. Copycat. So, you have a chance, the possibility to get a Brandon Point, or you don't take him. But if you want to have a space, a piece of the game with fast, like happening in initial, that's looking point. That's looking goalie. If you want to have a team left speed can compete and play more defensive, that's Shane Wright. That's the strength between both of them. Because that's what the strength between both of them. You have a guy go at 100 mile per hour, and the other guy is maybe at 65, but he go pick up on the defensive zone, pick up the puck, helping your defenseman, everything like that. Now, Cody play a lot on winger most of the time because the fit of USC, Team USC was better that way over there. But Cody can play center. But again, Brennan Point is pretty good in NHL, but that's a copycat. That's the people talk about Logan Coley. Just every player's what they look like. That's what he look like. People say Shane Wright, Patrice Bergeron. Logan Coley is Brennan Point. So that's how they are. I tend to agree and ENORTAP. Is the point could be a factor. I'm worried about two. That's why I said we need to bring a guy like Malkin and Thurston. We don't have the money right now, but I don't think Lando was ready just yet to second line. We had a problem, and DANY, you cannot bring Malkin. You have no money for him. So, unfortunately, that's a good point, coach. That's why Huberdeau would be going to Montreal after next year. But point is 5'7", coach. No, but I believe it would be 5'9". If I have to call it, point is 5'9" or 5'10". $5'11". Wow, he got some inches. He's 5'10", 5'11" from the web. I'm saving some point on the question for listening. All right. As I can, point is surrounded by bigger, more rough winger. Montreal does not have the same luxury. I see Sakowski as better fit for the Montreal. Maybe not better que Carly, but he fit better with Caulfield is his key. Yeah, that's the one. Also, you can go with Sakowski. But who score, Caulfield or Sakowski? Right? So Sakowski score, Caulfield score. Now you're going to have two players can only play on the scorer sniper. And you have no defensive side beside them. That's what would be the problem with Slavkovsky. Who's going to get a puck? Is it Slavkovsky or is it going to be Caulfield? Because both of them like to shoot a puck. Both of them go that way over there. So it'll be interesting. I think for me, I would not touch Slavkovsky at all. I would take Cooley or I would take Shane Wright, in my opinion. Coach, who I should looking at to remplace Claude? Who the Panthers, I believe you said? Giroux is not there. Again, Anthony, is the money situation over there. So they don't have a lot of choice. They cannot bring anybody under $5 million. So they will have to figure out, Anthony. I believe me, they don't look anything. I think they believe Teresenko or Eponiemi are the solution, and they have to give the money to Huberdeau and the player they have. They expect Duclair, Reinhardt to be that guy. And then the only thing I would say that the Orvis could be that money, pick up someone. But again, Giroux is not out. But the problem with that one, Anthony, is they cannot go on UF3, sign a big contract over there. Caulfield, which player is this year? Coach Kanemi Yamo. On the draft, could not take right Avs the trade the Conan, so they have a spot for that type of players. It would be a great option. I have two snappers like Caulfield, Sergei, Ardo to defend. Yeah, but again, you can only now. Who's going to be your center, Peter? Christian Dvorak? You know, you cannot get anything. The best scenario, it's Montreal finish next year and they pick up Bedard, and then they get Sarkowski or you get Luke Cooley, or you get Wright. But you cannot know what's going to happen next year. Because if you know better you center next year with Suzuki, now you can get winger. You can put Cooley or Slavkovsky as a winger, and now you win-win about that. But we'll see what happens about this. Korea, Nicolas Paul is doing really great at the tempo. Like he's a good fit for him. Slavkovsky can also use his side to go to the net. Which one? Nobody. Yeah, nobody like Slavkovsky can go to the net, Peter. That's the one thing he does well for Peter, for Slavkovsky. He drives to the net a lot. I mean, which player not to pick on the top 10? I think Brent Lambert, Yamo. You talk about the player supposed to be top 10 is going to be out at the top 10, or you think a player at the bottom of the middle of the trap, it can be number 3. That's I'm not sure which one you're going. Coach, is this year draft deep and turn it good to great? No, 2023, Anthony. But you have a lot of depth players in this draft, Anthony. But the best is 2023, Anthony. Coach, I think if you go 1 to package 26, 23, it has been to be at least a 10 pick or better. Otherwise, no. You're not going to go that in our tap. It will not happen. Forget about this in our tap. You're not going to get a number 10, 9, 8 with 26, 33. From 26, the closest you can get is about 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You may be slight at 14, and if lucky, 13. But otherwise, the players at that level from 10, you're going to play more game. Only this player versus the boat 26, 33. 26, 33, and at that, it's like you flip your quarter and you hope it will be on the right side. And that's how it is, 26, 20, 33. And if you look about all the pick, 26, 33, 26, 33, for the last 30 years, and look who made the NHL, is compared to the top 10, you cannot compare. Yeah, Coach, either way, must over there if I guess the right words. I still believe Brad Lambert, Yamo, for me, is really the one I would be worried about him if I have to pick him. About that. Kemel could be out of this top 10, Kemel, because you have player like Nazar pick it up a lot. And Savoy could be one. Everybody put him top 6, could be dropped now 9, 10, 11. You have a couple of defensemen pick up a lot more for the last couple of weeks, can be at the top 10. I would not be surprised you see 3 defensemen, possible 4 on the top 10. What the people was not expect this at the beginning of the year. So that's something I have to go there. We're going to go to the Frenchy quiz right now. If it's before ABS should develop every pick, some make, some don't got up. Try, yep. Who is the most underrated prospect at the forward position, defenseman, a goalie that nobody taking about? You will not be surprised enough to pick in the top 10, Coach. You know, at the beginning, Nazar was not there. Now Nazar is at the top 10. I think Nazar is the one picking up a lot about this. The defenseman, Martiniuk, is another one over there. When you go at that top 10, you have dropped more. Lady Mikaiki is another one. You have to look about this, Anthony. That was another players. It can be surprised. And then Kemel. Kemel is the one where now is some people put 10, 12, 14. But remember, at 12, 13, 14, guys, that's the one you have to be smart. Like Cole Selinger last season, he was number 12, and he did pretty good. So that's the one I will look about this. I hope Ottawa Senator does not trade the first round pick. It's really great that class. Maybe they could trade first round. I don't think so, Corey. And the Corey for Ottawa Senator, if they can get a Nemec or Cherechek they win that draft over there. They can maybe looking for Mathieu Savoie. The problem, Ottawa, they have a lot of center, so I'm not sure they're going to go for Savoie, unfortunately for him. But I would not be surprised they pick a defenseman at number 7. All depends who's going to get out about this. Let's move on here because we are late. It's time for the quiz of the day. Don't forget to participate.
Oh my God!
It's time to select the quiz of the day. You have a paperwork, coach? Yes, I have one, coach. Question number 1, easy question today. If you're going to go, you're going to find your answer. If you go by yourself, we'll see what's happening. But it's all about the draft last year. How many players play in the NHL this season? Draft first round last July. How many players was drafted? 31 players, 32 players got drafted. How many of them play in NHL this season? The number is 7. Is it under, over, or exact? Yesterday, all answer was C. Coach, since you have been watching the draft for a long time, what should you not say? I'd be successful draft with midfield first round. Where do you prospect and out? Richard Mullen, I will give you an answer after that. Sorry about that. Ron, he said under. Nicolas, exact. Yamo, over. RC, exact. RJ, sorry about that. Corey Hill, exact. Anthony, over. ENORTAP, exact. Peter August, under. Here we go. The answer, this one. Anthony, don't go nowhere, I'll get you.
Oh my God!
It cannot be C, guys. Why not? But you're right. And Yamo, it was not C, but it was A. And only 2 people got A. Ron King and Peter August take the lead at 1 so far. And the rest of you are on with a C and B. And you did not get it.
Oh my God!
Question number 2. All right. So we have 6 players did it this year. So the next question is, how many players born in the USA was drafted last July first round? The number is 7. So is it under, over, or exact? Exactly, you have half right by your conclusion. How many players was born in USA was drafted last July in the first round? The number is 7. Under, over, or exact? Now everybody looking now. Nicolas, he said exact. RJ, he said over. Anthony Manzano, he said under. Jose Duarte, he said under. Yamo said over. We have Richard Mullen over. Corey over. Run with Kings over. Andy Kuvila exact. I'm missing Peter August. I'm missing ENORTAP. ENORTAP under. Peter August. We're waiting for Peter August. Jose did not get your first answer, by the way, at the beginning, the first one. So I don't know if you did it or not. But we have an answer here by Peter August, so we can move on.
Oh my God!
The answer is B, over with 8. Run with Kings, take the lead alone with 2 good answers. Many of you have 1 good answer. So that would be a good way about this. Reggie Kenda was signed with the Ducks. We have the last question of the day. If Ron King had a good answer, guys, the game is over. We'll see if he can make it for 3-3 today. And he can go on the bus. Here we go. How many goals they did all the player draft last July this season? So we know we have 6 players they play this season. How many goals they did all 6 together? Is it 22 is the number? Over, under, or exact? All right, sound good, Jose. RJ said exact. Thank you, RJ. Anthony Manzano, he said over. Yamo said exact now. Jose said over. Nicola said under. Ronwick King said under. Richard Mullen said over. Corey Hill said under. ENORTAP said under. Peter Auguste said under. And Andrew showed up at the end. He said under. Thank you so much, Andrew, about this. So if Ron King said under and the answer is under, he win. If some of you said over or exact, you're already good answer. You can tie the game.
Oh my God!
And the answer to this one is, ENORTAP said exact. Whatsoever is over 23 goal. And not only Ron King win, but we have Jose Duarte and Richard Monin come back to win this game with 2 good answers, but 3 of them. Congratulations. And we have Nicola, ENORTAP, and Andy Kuiwula. All 3 have 0-3 today. Here we go. Congratulations again, Ron, Richard, and also Mr. Jose Duarte. All 3 did today. Congratulations. And Andrew said, and show up late right now. I don't know what's going on with Andrew. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. And Yamo, you did 1 today. Only 1 Yamo today, but not too bad. RJ have 1, and Anthony have also 1. Peter August also 1. You are the answer. Anthony, before I go, I want to answer to your question. Anthony, can I get you back? It was, okay, Coach, since you have been watching the draft for a long time, what team have you noticed have been successful drafting with mid-spill first round pick where the 2 prospect banned out or 1 or 2? Recently, I would say to you, Anthony, the New Jersey Devils did very well on the first round pick. The Columbus Blue Jackets, last year, they did very good also for the last 2 years. And then after that, you have to go with the Florida Panthers. You have to go also with Anaheim Ducks. You have to go also with the Tampa Bay Lightning, like 10, 12 years ago. That's really the team pick up. What I'm talking about is at least 2 players they select on the first round and they make the NHL. The team I mentioned, other team they can pick 1 good players. But you talk about they have a round number top 10, and then another thing I would say to you, the Detroit Red Wings, they did very good also the last couple of years. Where those 2 guys and the team win a Stanley Cup multiple time. But you have to go only, honestly, Anthony, with the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Tampa Bay Lightnings. And then you have to go all the way deep with the Detroit Red Wings. All those teams win the Stanley Cup many times. They are built with the draft. Taze, Kane, Stamkos, Edmund. And then I can go all the way like that way for different team. Hopefully this helping you, Mr. Anthony, to understand what I'm talking about. Until then, my friend, Coach, I have an answer right. The last question I said B, Anthony. Yeah, you have 1 point right there, Anthony. I think so. So much later today, I will can with people have humor. Until then, my friend, we want to remind you 1 more thing. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thank you so much, everybody, for your participation today. Before you leave, don't forget to click on the likes. We are back at 6 o'clock with the man of the man, the GOAT. The man can do everything for your prediction. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back at 6 o'clock with our friend and Mr. ENORTAP. Until then, we wish you an amazing, great afternoon, a blessing afternoon. And of course, be well, be health. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to get what? Mr. ENORTAP and Andre, they will say to you, 2022, an amazing great day everyone.
I do really want to
Organization
know
and
what's
Drew.
going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me,
Danny.
should I say so?
ENORTAP.
We're just
Nicola,
putting on
RJ,
a show.
Andrew, Corey Hill, Anthony Manzano, Peter, August, Angelo, Richard Mullen, Corey Hill, on weekdays, conversation, Yamo. And if I forget you guys, I apologize. Have a good day.
Don't want another surprise. I'd rather want you to just let me be. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Come on, get a grip now of all the ways we parted. You showed in your own way we would stand and we would fall united. Come on, get a grip now. Just finish what you started.